What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today. Today we're gonna do a blast from the past. We're gonna look back at my first ever Draft League battle, which was GBA Season 3. And this is going way back. We're talking about 2015, over 5 years ago in Draft League battling. And it's funny to look back as the WBE season just kind of finished up for me. We didn't do super well, but I've been doing Draft League battling for 5+ years now, as you can see. And I thought it'd be really fun to look back. And actually, the last time I did a reaction video, Matthew commented, it was the #1 rated comment, which is react to your first Draft League match. So if you want to see me react to some of my older videos, you can let me know in the comments section below, and I'll take your thoughts and opinions there. But Draft League was different back in the day, man. It was a smaller group of people. It was a lot closer. I think everyone was like, we were all in a Skype chat together and things like that. And I remember I actually had some issues when I first joined the GBA. A lot of the people didn't really like me. They didn't really feel like I was an accomplished battler, which has been, I guess, a theme over my YouTube career, which has kind of been funny. Now, obviously, I quickly bounced back. This season ended short, and then GBA Season 4, I came back. I ended up going to the championship. I lost the championship to the guy I actually played in Week 1, which is funny. And then GBA Season 5, I went back again, and then I won the championship. So it's been a long journey since then, but I thought it'd be fun to look back on this battle. Now, I remember that it was so different because the teams were way different back in the day. Like, we drafted based on seasons, and like you had contracts with the Pokemon. So I had to draft from like kind of the scraps of what was left over from expiring contracts from the previous seasons. It was kind of weird, but let's jump into it and let's see what we have going on. Shout outs to my old layout and shout outs to the cringy nicknames, and let's see what's going down there. Let's do it. Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Dan, aka aDrive, and I'm bringing you guys a quick YouTube Wi-Fi battle here for the GBA. This is actually Week 1 of the GBA, and I'm facing
Week
the Real
1,
Narrows,
baby.
which is Miguel's team.
Miguel. So for those who don't know, Miguel ended up being one of the best Draft League battlers of all time, and like I said, I lost to him in the GBA Season 4 championship. I didn't realize that he was as good as he is, or was at the time when I did this match, of course.
The battle prowess, and this is actually the pre-battle speech, which I know Magnitude likes to do, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of run through my
Shouts to
ideas
Steve.
here and why I'm picking the Pokemon I am before I face Miguel. So I'm set to face him in about 15-20 minutes or so, and I'm gonna need some luck because he has a pretty good team. So the team I decided to bring my Latios, or my Latios. I decided to actually bring a defensive Latios.
I'll go with the Latios here. So I remember this match, and I remember this particular week where I brought Charizard, and like I remember bringing like a Dragon Dancing Charizard Y, which was pretty strange because it's a special attacker. I remember trying to utilize that, and I had like this little sun element to my team. I had some good pieces, but I brought some really funky stuff, and I think I quickly got the reputation of being someone who's like very willing to be creative in battle. I do feel like I've lost that a little bit in Draft League over the years. I'm not quite as risky as I used to be, but I think it's simply because I'm a better battler now.
So I went with the defensive Latios to kind of check the Infernape and hopefully give me an opportunity there. He also has Mega Gardevoir.
I guess
so
Latios
like
is a decent answer to Infernape.
Latios wasn't going to be that great because he would just be able to come in on any of my my attacks, you know, any of my dragon moves. I originally was going to use a Life Orb one, but I decided to go defensive just to handle that Infernape as best as possible.
Yeah, Infernape's definitely a massive threat, especially looking at the team that I have.
I'm going with a pretty standard Venusaur.
This is a good Venusaur though. Look at this.
Growth. I'm actually running knockoff. Just
nice offensive Venusaur with knockoff.
But it's on my team. It's basically to use in the sun, chlorophyll, boost its speed. It's going to outspeed everything, including +2.
It's so crazy to think that this was before I went full time. Like I wasn't even a full-time content creator
and it's got
at this point.
To get more damage. So
as you can see, I'm still in my parents' bedroom,
beam just to get HP recovery,
or like my bedroom at my parents.
From the Life Orb, and also I don't want to have to rely on Sun being up. Third Pokemon on the team is Registeel. So
we got 7 dads, baby. I don't know what I was thinking with this set, dude. Friggin' Curse, Thunder Wave, Iron Head, Earthquake. Like, what is that set?
Half special, half physical defense. But I'm using Curse. Thunder Wave is just kind of like to help out my team, and I'm running Earthquake on it to also check the
Curse.
Infernape.
Thunder Wave's there to help out my team, guys.
Latios also has Defog to kind of help my team from hazards. The Mega on my team is actually Mega Charizard Y, as you can see.
Yeah, I love this. I remember this, dude. I remember this. This is actually really sick.
And I have like a really
like
weird
physically offensive Dragon Dancing,
but I also have
Overheat Charizard.
So that was kind of a really strange setup, and I'm running physically offensive Charizard. So we'll see how that pays off.
This was a good set though. I definitely remember that.
You know, sometimes you gotta make some funny choices, and that was the funny choice I'm making.
My next Pokemon is Cloyster.
And then it's pretty standard Cloyster here with Shell Smash. Nothing too crazy.
Cloyster's running Focus Sash, so it's gonna be key that I don't get hazards up. And I'm running max speed.
So like, I don't think the team's that bad. Like I definitely had a strategy going into it. You know, it's kind of like, all right, I got my defensive check. I've got an offshoot with Sun, and now I got to figure out how do I you know sweep his team. I don't even know what his team is though at this point.
This is my late game sweep, as long as he gets no hazards up. And it's also my check to if he gets anything.
I was so convinced that Cloyster was going to be like the best thing in the world. I was so convinced Cloyster was going to be amazing.
And my last Pokemon is Bogey, which is my Espeon. I'm running Grass Knot and Psychic. Psychic is
why do I have Grass Knot
instead of Psyshock, and Grass Knot is to handle Omastar.
Omastar. Oh, he had an Omastar. Okay, so Grass Knot does make sense. And I got the dual screens. I got a lot of setup mons. I mean, between Cloyster and Registeel and Charizard, I think we can make that work.
But the Grass Knot Oko's
and I'm assuming this is a post commentary. This had to have been before the live commentary days.
Definitely Oko. So that's kind of my team breakdown, guys. Really got to keep hazards off the field.
Side note, I feel like I look the exact same as I did 5 years ago.
I think for sure he's going to bring Excadrill.
I mean, I haven't shaved, but other than that.
The other 3 Pokemon are question marks. I think he's going to try to bring Omastar to set up some hazards. There's a chance he could bring that Weezing and that Alomomola.
Alomomola, he definitely brings Alomomola. I remember that. I remember that.
Not bring
Pretty sure I get blown back. I don't remember fully. I do remember overheating though.
I could be in a lot of trouble because if he starts fire blasting.
All right, what do we got here? I think let's get this battle. Omega. Oh, I got a different shirt on.
I already know what happens, but let's commentate this.
Oh my god, so he's got.
I did predict right the Mega,
this is post commentary.
Gardevoir, the Infernape, and the Excadrill all on the team, but I was not expecting the other 3 Pokemon, the Alomomola, the Honchkrow, and the Mismagius.
Honchkrow and Mismagius. Back in the post-com days.
Not as concerned about the Honchkrow or the Mismagius.
Guacamole, I remember his Guacamole.
So I do predict him to lead with Excadrill, so I'm going to actually lead with my Mega Charizard here. I knew I could knock him out. The chances of him actually running Focus Sash as Excadrill are pretty much slim to none, so I figured I was in a pretty decent situation. Just
oh my god, it's so crazy to look back at Wi-Fi battles back in ORAS.
And knock out his Excadrill. But that's not what happens, because he's going to switch actually into his Alomomola to take the overheat. So I end up finding out later this Alomomola was actually set up to take on my Mega
I think it was a Soul Vest with Mirror Coat.
With Mirror Coat, I believe, which is basically set to handle a Solar Beam.
That's crazy.
And then actually fire
That's crazy that I remembered that.
So I'm going to go for Overheat here. I did do damage calcs on pretty much everything, and I noticed that this did not as much as it should have, so I realized that this is especially defensive Alomomola, and I realized that it was actually on this team specifically to counter my Charizard.
Which makes sense, right?
I mean, it makes sense.
Because he was prepared for Solar Beam, so.
There's not much I could do to it. I don't want to reveal the fact that I'm a Dragon Dance Mega Charizard Y yet. So I'm going to bring in Venusaur. I have the Sun Boost. I'm feeling pretty good, and I realized very quickly that
please tell me I click knockoff here.
And the way I'm going to win this match is by
click
using the Sun to my
knockoff.
advantage. So he's definitely got to switch out.
He goes into Honchkrow. Did I click knockoff? I clicked Sleep Powder. Wait, he's not Insomnia though. That's amazing.
And I can put something to sleep.
He's not Insomnia Honchkrow.
Honchkrow asleep. I feel like I'm in a pretty good decision.
He didn't see it coming.
But there's really no reason for me to stay in here. I don't want to risk him waking up and Brave Birding because I don't think I'll kill it with
I got an easy swap in here with Registeel.
So I went into 7 dots here.
He's going to switch it out. We got a nice sleeping crow there, no problemo.
His Mega Gardevoir,
yeah, and he makes a good play. Probably predicting the Sludge Bomb.
I'm trying to remember what I actually was predicting. Maybe it was the Excadrill.
I think he was expecting the Sludge Bomb. He gets up his rocks, which is not good.
Big play and very important because I can't afford to have those stealth.
I get the EQ off. This should do like a solid chunk, like half.
Try to get them off the field.
Yeah, about half. Exactly half.
Nice. I make a very big mistake.
But he's the leftovers.
On taking this Excadrill out.
It's so crazy to think back, like what we have in Sword and Shield now, looking back on Wi-Fi battles. Think of how far we've come, guys. Like,
so I'm gonna just switch out to my Latios, which is actually fully defensive and meant to take on this Excadrill. However, my damage calculations were not really factoring in the Stealth Rocks, and he gets a pretty good.
That Mold Breaker play, though.
He's able to knock me all the way down.
That's a
after
yikes.
Leftovers just
That's a yikes for me, dog.
And I feel like I'm not going to be able to live another.
I love how I'm like physically defensive Latios, and I still take like 60%
from an
Excadrill.
And I don't think I can knock him out. Here's something very important here. I'm not running max speed on my Latios. I don't have any speed investment, yet I outspeed the Excadrill. That should have set off a red light in my head, but I'm not a very experienced battler in terms of the higher tiers, and I make a very big mistake here. My defog does work, which is great because I get his hazards off the field.
What was my mistake?
But I lose my Latios in the process, and I don't make
I got a defog
about the fact that I outspeed there. That's going to come in very, very important later in the match. I should realize that this is a bulky Excadrill, not an offensive one. It has a good amount of attack investment.
Yeah, I mean, now in hindsight, like if I were to, like knowing about it now, like seeing leftovers on Excadrill, you got to just assume it's a bulky Excadrill. You know what I mean? Like he probably had this meant to slow down Espeon and Venusaur and stuff like that. Especially since he brought it into Venusaur, right? Like this is definitely a defensive Excadrill, which we saw there. And that's something that like, in hindsight, right? Like, obviously, here we are 5 years later, but I think I did a pretty good job of like analyzing that in the post game and realizing like, okay, this is a defensive Excadrill, but I didn't realize that in the moment, you know. So you kind of live and learn.
But it doesn't have any speed investment because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to outspeed if it was max speed. So definitely take note of that. So he's going to switch his primary switch into my Charizard here.
And I just overheat again because why would you do anything different?
Not trying to over-predict. And he's got his Alomola in here.
Mistakes have been made.
Chunk, about the same as last
I think
time.
I just Dragon Dance though. I'm pretty sure I just say YOLO. Yeah, I do. I just click Dragon Dance.
This match is over. I go for a Dragon Dance. I get +1 attack, +1 speed. He's like, what? Wait a minute. Why are you running physically offensive?
He never expected it.
And I'm thinking this match could be over. I feel really good.
Wait, is it really about to be over? I don't know about that.
I'm gonna go for my second Dragon Dance.
What did he go into?
And he's actually gonna switch out into his Gardevoir.
Wait, I feel like, how do I not just win here? I'm +2.
No problem, man. I just got top +2. I am outspeeding everything on your team, even if you're running Scarf Infernape. Not a problem. You're mega.
Wait, I'm confused right now. Like, how do I lose this game? Don't I just Flare Blitz right now? Tell me I Earthquake like a noob.
I have a pretty good chance right here. I could totally sweep the entire team. Because Alomola can't do
How did I choke this?
Everything. So I'm gonna go for the
maybe Sucker Punch Honchkrow? No, it's sleeping.
The Earthquake not killing. It was a pretty close damage roll.
Wait, I'm confused. How do I not just sweep right now? Maybe I can't break Alomola. Maybe that's what it
I have a
is.
huge advantage.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I just don't break Alomola.
This is gonna be a breeze.
There goes Ape.
No,
I'm Earthquake.
Go,
he's Sash. He's Sash Ape. He's Sash Ape.
But I take the chance. I was like,
yeah, he's Sash Ape. I was like, how did I not just sweep? Wait a minute. I was so confused. I'm like, wait, I win the game, don't I? Yeah, he was Sash Ape with Rock Slide. I had the game if he doesn't have Sash there.
I should have kept my Mega Charizard, realizing that it was my key to my Venusaur being successful.
Stealth Rocks, man. If I had put Stealth Rocks on Registeel and done that earlier in the game,
would have
been a good spot.
And I just made a really bad play. I knew he was going to be Focus Sash.
The struggle
is
real.
No one would bring that in unless it was Focus Sash.
And yes, here's the Excadrill defensive for our good friend Espeon.
So I bring in my Espeon here. I go for the Grass Knot. I don't really know why. I probably should have went for Psychic.
Yeah, why did I Grass Knot there? That was not the play at all. The play 1,000,000% was. Maybe I get maybe Alomola. No, I think the play there. Psychic's probably still the play.
Again, my inexperience.
He could just set up Stealth Rocks.
Definitely played
he doesn't go for it.
He's going for the Earthquake.
So it's actually funny. This is a strange interaction where he could actually set Stealth Rocks against because he has Mold Breaker. He ignores Magic Bounce.
Well, if I get my Reflect up, if I get my screen up, I start to wear this thing down.
I think I'm trying to just win with Cloyster at this point.
I just gotta get an opportunity to get Cloyster in, and Cloyster sweeps his team.
Does he set Rocks? Yeah, he does.
In comes the Stealth Rocks. I'm like, all right, it's gonna get bounced back. But it doesn't, and I forget that Mold Breaker.
What's actually funny is that same interaction happened, I think the following season, where I had a Mega Sableye on the field and my opponent had Excadrill, and they just set up Stealth Rocks, and I was like, wait, what?
I was absolutely blown away here. I was like, well, that's it, man. I just blew it again. I blew it again. I don't have a spinner. I don't have anything to get rid of Stealth Rocks. I kind of wasted.
And then he's got Brick Break. Oh my God, Miguel's next level.
So. Honestly, big shout out to the Real Meryl for really preparing for this match.
Real Meryl.
I prepared quite a good amount, I think, definitely a necessary amount, but I just didn't prepare in the right ways. I knew Excadrill would be a problem, but I guess
screens are gone.
The threat Excadrill really is.
That's actually so nuts.
My screens are essentially useless.
He just keeps brick break. He just keeps brick breaking.
Some sort of a answer to this Excadrill.
Good prep though, man. Hey, you can't hate on that kind of prep. That was some prep right there. I remember I brick break Excadrill
2 turns ago. And I should have went into my Venusaur.
I guess that's what Espeon did though back in the day. It was a screen setter.
But I just keep going for Psychic, and he ends up knocking me out with a Brick Break eventually.
My goodness.
And that's going to be the end of Espeon.
I was so close to sweeping that game too. In hindsight, it's crazy.
I realize I can live in Earthquake with Cloyster. I can sweep his entire team with Cloyster. It's not a big deal. After Stealth Rocks, I live the Earthquake. I can knock out his Excadrill. I'm ready to go.
Oh, let's go for the sweep, baby!
+2 hit from Cloyster.
We're doing it.
Good. No problems. I just can't get crit here. I go for Shell Smash and I outspeed. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Why? I'm not supposed to outspeed here, and I do. I was running max speed Cloyster to be able to take on a Scarfed Infernape in case it had to come down to that. I make a huge mistake.
I see now.
He ends up getting a damage roll here.
Yeah, so I definitely could have won that. If I had Shell Smashed on the Alomola.
Focus Sash. My Focus Sash was broken because of the Stealth Rock.
Ouch.
And I end up not living because I outsped the Excadrill. I never would have thought that would have happened. I think Excadrill's like base 88 speed.
This is why we take notes in battle,
like
team.
Base 70, I don't know.
This is why we take notes.
Anyway, Excadrill comes in, goes for Earthquake.
Oh my God, that's so much damage.
In the game, I realized that This is the match.
So much damage. And as you can probably guess, that one's gonna be it. It's crazy to think back though, and
Again,
like
I probably should've went
see
into
where all
Venusaur
this
because
draft league
Venusaur
stuff
might
started
outsped
for
the
me.
Excadrill. Again, at this point I knew.
I feel like I didn't play that bad though, considering how good Miguel was and how bad I was. I feel like we did alright.
You end up getting absolutely destroyed.
And then yeah, Infernape just cleans with
I learned a lot of
Fire
lessons
Punch.
for my first week in the GBA. Big props to Miguel and the real Meryl for coming in with the victory. You'll see here, Registeel goes down, and then it's just Venusaur versus Infernape, and I get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah,
Excadrill
pretty destroyed
actually is
here.
dead. I should remove him, but so I end up getting beat, 4-0.
Boom.
I had 2 opportunities to win the match, essentially, especially with that.
Not
close
bad
hit
though,
game.
not
That was
bad,
my
young
win condition,
aDrive.
and I blew it.
You did
So,
alright.
big props, dude. Really good match, and I hope on the next week I'll have a little bit better luck. The rookie in the GBA does not do so good starting things off, but it was fun either way. So anyway, we'll get the next match next week. Make sure you hit that like button for me if you enjoyed this.
Hit that
match.
like button.
And you can check out Miguel's channel in the description. This has been your boy aDrive. Peace.
Wow, same intro and outro. Oh god, hi Shady. What are you, Shady from 2015? aDrive reacts to Shady Penguins draft review. Wait a minute.
Yo.
No, we're not gonna do that. But man, that was a nice look at the past, man. Our first ever draft league battle going all the way back to 2015. I've been, like I said, probably one of the longest draft league battles on YouTube, if not the longest, except for maybe Magnitude, because so many people have come and gone. But it's crazy to think back and see where we kind of started. And I'm excited to take this next chapter of draft league as we move towards the DLC this summer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you guys are new, and let me know if you want me to react to any other of my old videos, like Shiny Montage or whatever. That was kind of fun. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Butterfree, go!